No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow Generations is the Shadow the Hedgehog portion of Sonic X Shadow Generations. This game has been critically acclaimed and received nothing but positive comments from fans and reviewers across the board. Honestly, I think it's a near perfect game. However, could it have been better? Most definitely. Which is why today I'm going to be taking a look at 5 things that I wish were included in Shadow Generations. Look at it as 5 key elements that I think it missed, or 5 important details that it missed. Anyways, let me know what you think of Sonic X Shadow Generations in the comments down below, and let's get started.
Death to all who oppose me.
Smaller worms that come from its mouth can home in on me.
Number 5. Chaos Blast. Shadow the Hedgehog is known for his ability to manipulate chaos energy. During Shadow Generations, in addition to his brand new Doom powers, he also retains his Chaos powers, as he has access to the piercing damage of the Chaos Spear and the ultimate power of Chaos Control. One of the powers missing, however, from this game is the destructive power of Chaos Blast. This is a power that first appears in the Shadow the Hedgehog game that activates when Shadow is filled with rage and darkness. The technique involves Shadow releasing the pent-up chaos energy from within his body and exploding with one giant wave, destroying almost anything and anyone within its blast radius. This is one of his more iconic abilities with not much screen time, so I'm a bit disappointed that it didn't come back in this game. Thankfully though, we have so many other different powers and abilities to use, so we aren't really suffering when it comes to variety. It would have been nice though to see this ability again.
Then it's settled. Now you two make up so we can start looking for Eggman together. Oh yeah, baby, this makes us a team.
Number 4. Team Dark. Although we get to interact with the members of Team Dark separately throughout the story of Shadow Generations, we don't really get any Team Dark moments with all 3 of them together on screen in the game, unfortunately. And I think this is a shame, because these are the people who know Shadow best and spend the most time around him. I really like the extra dialogue that Shadow can have with Rouge and Omega in the story as well. I went into great detail about this in my Team Dark History Explained video that you can check out in the description and cards. I am glad though that we got to see them teaming up in the Dark Beginnings animations, however, because I think that they have really great chemistry together. It would have been nice if we got some plot points surrounding them, as they are essentially Shadow's new family. It would have demonstrated that although Shadow's past will haunt him forever, he does have friends and he does have stuff going on in the present as well.
Just how pitiful you inferior life forms are.
Number 3. Black Doom Base Form Fight. I was surprised when it was time for the fight against Black Doom and he immediately transforms into Devil Doom in Shadow Generations. I thought we would at least build to that. In the Shadow the Hedgehog game, we actually do fight Black Doom in his base form. I'm not saying that it was great or anything, because you can actually just freeze him with Chaos Control and just use your infinite ammo to get an instant A rank, but Generations would have spiced it up and made it better. Am I happy with what we got though? Most definitely. I think the Devil Doom into Neo Devil Doom fight was amazing. It was breathtaking even. I just wish we also got to fight Black Doom's base form as well in addition to it.
Only one thing left to do. To put the past behind me. Chaos
Control!
Number 2, Super Shadow. Now, I understand why we didn't get Super Shadow in this game. Sonic needed the Chaos Emeralds to fight the Time Eater, and since Shadow's campaign was happening parallel to that, it wasn't possible for them to both get all of the emeralds at the same time. To compensate for this though, we did have Shadow's Doom powers, which were more than capable of taking down anyone and everyone in his way. One has to wonder though, imagine just how strong Shadow would be if he stacked his super form on top of his Doom powers. I did a video talking about how strong Doom Shadow is as well. Make sure you check that out when you're done here. It would have been really nice to actually see Super Shadow make his return here though, but maybe in the future titles it'll happen and it'll be glorious.
I know I'll see you again. And if fate draws us apart, I will always be in your heart.
Maria.
Number 1 is more screen time with Maria. One of the biggest problems I've seen people have with Shadow Generations, cause there's not that many problems, is that it's too short. But what we got was pretty amazing. People wanting more of something is a good thing. That indicates that it was a good product. I only wish that we could have gotten more cutscenes of Shadow and Maria hanging out more. It would have added a lot more to the finale, which already carried so much weight around it. And I understand that maybe for an in-game reason, he would want to be distant towards Maria and Gerald because he knows their fate. And also he was busy dealing with the Black Arms threat and Black Doom, but it would have been nice to see him, just be happy with his family for a bit, even if it is just for a little while. The scenes that we did get though with Shadow and Maria in Dark Beginnings added so much depth to this game, but I'm worried that casual players wouldn't have even seen them. Like, for example, that scene of him having a mental breakdown on the spaceship, just thinking about Maria hit so hard, like genuinely speaking, that made me so sad, and I will never emotionally recover from that, like ever. Because you don't ever see Shadow like that, ever. You don't ever see him like that. You do also have a lot of optional dialogue with Gerald and Maria in the story though, and this is a very welcome addition that explains a lot more about their relationships and their characters. It expands on their characters a little bit, so make sure that you talk to them frequently throughout the game as you progress. But if you wanted to know more just about how important Maria is to Shadow and exactly who she is, check out the video on screen or click another video maybe. These were my 5 things I wish were in Shadow Generations. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Have a great day. Keep on watching. Peace out.